Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, March 1st. Can you believe it? It has been crazy. I was packing this morning. I'm like, oh, I got Monday motivations. Now, next week, I'll be on the road. My brother comes down Saturday and movers come Sunday, and that's it. And I'm off to Tennessee. So Monday motivations might be more like a Thursday motivations from the new house. But I just wanted to drop in real quick to say good morning. It's crazy. My thing of encouragement for you today, which is what I'm going to encourage myself with as well, is one step at a time. I know we've all heard that. Do one thing. My mind, I always see big, whether it's vision for business or for ministry or whatever it is. I always kind of see several layers out, several years out where I can see things. And my challenge for myself is always to bring that back down into what's a step for right now, because I see the big picture. And in other ways, I can see the big picture when I have a big mess on my hand, like this house. Of kind of getting it ready. And honestly, yesterday I started to pack. I did some packing in the morning. My plans had changed yesterday, so I went ahead and went to Walmart, did all the adulting stuff, got more boxes because I knew I needed some more. Went to PetSmart, did all these errands. And by the time I got home, it was like 1:30 in the afternoon. And you know what? I was like tired. So I just kind of played with the dogs and sat and watched Netflix. I just didn't really have any energy. And then I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh, Debbie, you really, would have maybe benefited from actually working yesterday, but my body and my back just wasn't having it. So when I got up this morning, I looked around it's all the cleanup stuff now and getting stuff to the curb and XYZ. And I was just like, you know what? Just one step at a time. My mind thinks now that I have 2 more trash days. I have today, I have Thursday. And then even though we close on this house a week from today, I can still, put trash out Sunday when I leave for Monday. So my brain actually now is thinking, in how many more trash days do I have? Because that's kind of the benchmark. Isn't that crazy? But that's kind of the benchmark, hey, Justin, for how much I can get done. But I'm smiling, and it's just going to be one of those weeks. The dogs are driving me nuts. I put the babies in their little baby crib, and they finally settled down. It's kind of gotten to the point where, I just have to separate all the dogs. Gabby. Pray for Gabby. Gabby, I think, is sick. She's been throwing up. She has an appointment tomorrow. She has a little lump on her chest. I think it's like a fatty lump, but I've been laying hands on that and praying over her. But she's been throwing up the last couple of days, kind of like bile. So that, not like she ate something bad. So, but she's also she's playful with the puppies, but she's getting really aggressive, almost like not trying to hurt them, but. Yeah, I do, Justin, but I wouldn't mind being on the beach with you right now either. But what I want to say is one step at a time, because, I don't benefit myself anything if I look at this house as one big thing. I have to go, okay, today I'm going to make sure I get everything that's not being moved. It either has to be boxed or, a couple towels laying out and stuff, or done in my bedroom, and then move on. And I'm kind of into that space now where you take a giant trash bag and just, am I keeping it? Throw it in a box. If not, but all that to say that whatever you guys have got going on, really one task at a time. This is not new revelation. I'm just encouraging myself as well as you. If you've got something that seems to be overwhelming to you right now, because you're seeing the big picture rather than what the task, just break it down into small tasks. I use a little task thing called Todoist, Todoist.com, I think. Susan got me onto that. It's a task thing, but I like it because I can type on the computer and then have it pop up on my phone and remind me. I hate having to type all that stuff on my phone, especially now that we got the iPhone 12. Let me just say, I'm not liking this phone at all. At all. Because we bought it over the phone. I didn't realize the 12 Pro would be super small, because I had a 7 Plus that just died. Like, it wouldn't take calls anymore. It wouldn't. So it's like, it wasn't like I didn't have time to shop or go in person, because I have to have a phone, right? So this phone, I don't know if anybody else has an iPhone, but listen, Apple, for one, I guess it's been gone for a while, but give me back my home button. This is so lame. Oops, sorry. Give me back my home button, number one, because doing this thing where you have to swipe up to get seat, it doesn't work for me. See, it just, it's dumb. Like, who does that? And the face recognition doesn't work, so I'm always having to type in my thing. And it freezes all the time. It's like it gets tired. Like, I'm tired, but my phone gets tired. Like, oh, hold on. You really want to get to the next page of what you're reading? Give me a minute. I'm tired. It's like the freaking phone is tired. So I love iPhones. Susan's about ready to go back to an Android. I don't think I'm there yet, but this phone is so small. It must think I'm like a 20-year-old millennial, which I'm not. I need a bigger screen. Authentic Deb needs a bigger screen. I need to be able to move my fingers. So anyway, I'm mad at my iPhone. I'll get over it, I'm sure. But anybody else have an iPhone 12 Pro? I didn't buy the 12 Max. I don't need to spend like a mortgage payment on a phone. And I don't need the extra lens. I mean, for you photographer people, yeah. But who else has iPhone 12? Do you love it or do you hate it? I don't want to spend a lot of energy in hate, but I am fixing to throw this to the curb, even though that will cost us money in a couple months. Even Susan said, we're going to get moved. We're going to get through a couple paychecks, do some stuff around the house, especially some fencing and stuff for the dogs. And then we're ditching these. We're old. We're not old, but we need bigger. I need bigger. What is this? This is for somebody with 10/10 vision. Anyways, that's what I gotta say. So pray for me, pray for Gabby, because I don't know what's going on with her. And I'm just gonna work on doing one thing at a time. But I work too. Like, that's why I was like, mentally I needed to take yesterday off, but physically I probably needed to do way more than I did, because I start work here in an hour, and when I'm working. So and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my last week in Houston, y'all. And you know what? It feels like just exciting to move. We know people where we're going. We'll have community there, which feels good, and be able to, whenever church opens up, be able to get into Atlanta a lot. And so it's an exciting thing, but it's just a little like, I want to call like 1-800 come pick up all your crap.com or whatever, and just walk around and point and say, throw that in the trash, that in the box. It's like, because my back is just like, every 5 minutes. I mean, I'm living off BioFreeze and ibuprofen right now. Cafefe. Inside joke, like my cafefe, my coffee. So anyways, I hope you guys have an awesome week. Remember, one day at a time, one task at a time. I don't know, Mama Ashley. Yeah, long story short, Susan worked for oil and gas company, doing software packaging over a network, and they laid off their entire IT department. We found out they laid off their entire IT department and outsourced it to India. And so she had to look for a job. We were not looking to move at all. Long story short, this person just pursued her even after she said she wasn't looking to move. And it's in Chattanooga, Mama Ashley, and it is Everything she's really wanted in the job is also full-time, not contract work. So she actually get benefits again, and, vacation time, which she hasn't had in a couple of years because she's been a contractor, and tuition reimbursement, bonuses, big raise, doing exactly what she wanted to do. In fact, they said that they had been looking for somebody with her specific skill set since last September. And here's the funny thing about that, because she has a specific skill set in the software that she was using, which is the software they use, and they hadn't been able to find anybody that was doing that. Yeah, absolutely. And so here's the cool thing. September, they started looking. September is actually when I gave notice at the job I was at and just went out on faith and started a new job in September. So it's like I just didn't even think about that till now. God's just setting everything up, because the job that I have is allowing me to become a full-time remote employee. And so I don't lose my job or my income or anything. I just take my little laptop and go to Tennessee. So yeah, definitely see me. So it's all kind of a setup. Everything has gone really, really smooth. So even though it's been really quick, I mean, she got the job offer vocally on the 1st, formally on the 5th of February with her offer letter. By the 9th of February, we had put a contract down on a house in Tennessee that we bought remotely through a realtor. This house closes on the 8th. The Tennessee house closes on the 9th, and everything has just been, when the journey lines up, like you said. But you'll definitely have to come see us. It's actually, Mama Ashley, kind of going to be the ministry house that we've kind of been dreaming of for the Eagle's Nest, where we have a place for people to come and heal and be restored, or for itinerant ministers to have a place to come by and just rest. Big area for retreats, one-day workshops or retreats. It's 2,576 square feet, and then the whole downstairs basement is unfinished that we're going to finish. So it's going to be really, really a place of, it's not just for me and Susan to hang out in a big 2,500 square foot house. It's meant to have people in it, and God's providing and will provide everything we need to finish off the basement. And eventually we'll we'll make it so that when we retire and we go back and forth between our little country house, we can rent that house out, or other people can rent it for retreats or this. I'll have to send you some pictures. It's a huge kitchen. I call it my retreat kitchen. So the house was bought with ministry and with vision in mind. If we had no vision, Susan and I would just buy a small house, right? But we bought this house with vision in mind. So a fulfillment of vision. So yeah, thank you. So anyways, that's my thing for today. I didn't mean to go too long, but yeah. So Mama Ashley, aka Jason, aka Santa, I still call you Santa. We will definitely connect, and I'm really excited about that, to be able to see friends again in Chattanooga and Ringgold and Dalton, Georgia, Lafayette, and Atlanta, our home church. Whenever that opens, be able to go back and forth. And there's so many of you that I know down in that area. And of course, Justin, we will make it to Florida and hang out on the beach and take pictures together, rather than you teasing me with pictures of your feet in the sand. But that's okay, because that just is motivating to get out of the house. And I love the beach. So anyways, you guys have an awesome day. I'm about to go pack some more before I start working. And yes, I do need a chiropractor, Justin, but I'm moving in a week, so it's going to have to wait. But ice and icy hot and stretching and your guys' prayers, I'll get through it. Okay, I love you guys. Remember to be you, because being you is enough.